Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is Aaron Jones, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll only... get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. 20! Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Vikings are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers looking deep. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. Caught right side by Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Play fake, Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
6-yard pickup.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The gun, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and score. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield looks to throw. This is brought in by Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. yards that time and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The 25-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A good-looking return set up here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Packers 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Walker. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. And now here is another. And now the ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
The 24-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
this. Another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Packers 3. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dinsler who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
Incomplete.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of only a yard.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's third down.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. But again, he was looking for Davante Adams. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.